Welcome back to the Love Fix, guys. I hope everybody is well. Today's subject will be why breakups will be the making of you. Before we go any further, if you've been enjoying the content, please hit subscribe and give me a like. It will really help the channel out. And if you want future videos regarding breakups, love advice, dating, drop a comment below and I will do my best to feature it in a future video. So let's talk about why breakups can be the making of you. Every time I've had a breakup, every time I've been dumped, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been the dumper and I've been the dumpy about 50% of the time. But specifically, every time I've been dumped, it improved me. Don't get me wrong, breakups suck. I never wanted to be broken up with. And when you're going through it, as you are right now, and I'm assuming that you're going through a breakup right now, hence why you're listening to this today, it does suck. However, every time I got through the breakup, every time I came out the other side, I was a better version of me. I acquired new tools to deal with breakups. Now, if we go back 10 years when I was 26, I did not deal with breakups very well. I did everything wrong. I would beg, plead, contact them, say nasty things to try and get them back. And thankfully, every breakup I've had has improved me, has forced me to level up, has forced me to be a better human being, be a better partner, a better brother, son, friend. It forces me down a road of education. Now, in my heart, I'm a scientist. So I like to understand how things work. I like to understand why things happened, and knowledge gives you those tools. Knowledge gives you that power. And so if you put yourself in a position of understanding why you're going through this anxiety, why you're in so much pain right now, and why your breakup actually happened, it puts you in a position of power and strength because you can be objective about it. You can understand why it happened. And when you understand something like that, you can potentially prevent it from happening again in the future, or you can prevent it from happening for the same reason. And you can do breakups better. So regardless of how you feel, there's the right way of doing breakups and there's the wrong way of doing breakups. And we should try and learn to do breakups the right way. And this is why they can be the making of you, because you become so much more knowledgeable. You level up, you improve. And this is what we should be doing all of our lives. It's a lifelong project to improve ourselves. And every time we improve ourselves, we expand our minds. We become a little bit freer, a little bit more secure. And this is what we should be aiming to do. Now, as I said, there's been plenty of times where I've been on the receiving end of a breakup for whatever reason, and it was never my choice. It was never something that I wanted, but I've learned to embrace it in a really weird way. I've learned to embrace, okay, why did this happen? What did I do wrong? More importantly, what did my ex do wrong as well? Because they have a role to play. Now, the dumper, they never see anything wrong in what they're doing. They've made the decision to leave the relationship, so they are resolute in their decision. Well, I haven't done anything wrong here. You're pissing me off, so I'm walking away. Okay, that's fine. There's nothing I can do about that. However, having time away from that person, having no contact, allows me, and hopefully it would allow you as well, to have a more objective view of that person. What did they do that wasn't quite right? That wasn't quite okay? And one thing I try to do when I get into a relationship is that I tell myself, I know this won't be forever. I don't get into a relationship with, oh yeah, okay, let's break up in 5 years. No, absolutely not. I go into a relationship with more knowledge, with more understanding about me, and the more I understand me, the better partner I can be to my partner when I get one. So, And this is why it's important to work on you, because if you work on you, you will have better relationships. You will know if that person's right for you or wrong for you, and you will be able to maybe step away if you find red flags, rather than staying in a toxic relationship and then they dump you because you're not accepting any of their bullshit. But no relationship lasts forever. Even if you get to the end of your life, hopefully when you're like 100 years old, and you die peacefully in your sleep, death will take the relationship away. So it's never forever. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I said to her that 99% of all relationships fail. And she didn't agree with that. So I made the argument of, okay, how many relationships are you in right now? And she said one. And I said, okay, how many relationships have you had previous to the one that you're in now? I think she said like 7 or 8. So let's say 8. 7 of your relationships have failed. So by its very nature, you're only one, your relationship success right now is only one better than me. So right now I'm single. That means I've got 100% failure rate when it comes to relationships. However, that's not a bad thing, because my failures have been my best teacher. They have taught me more than I could have ever imagined if I was doing things well, because it forces me to improve. Out of the ashes of a breakup, I've become better. I grew stronger. Just like if there's an earthquake, the buildings fall down, complete destruction. The engineers go in, they make better buildings, better foundations. So when the earthquake happens next time, that building may have a chance of standing up or minimizing the damage. And we only learn through our failures. That building had to fall down for an engineer to come up with a better design. And that's what we do with breakups. We have to be broken up with so we can be better next time. Now, I'm not necessarily saying I will get it right next time. Maybe I'm the dumper next time. I don't go in with that attitude. I go in with an open mind that I want to learn from that person. I want to exchange my thoughts and feelings and have an equal partnership. But hey, what I feel now on day one is going to be completely different what I feel, let's say, in 10 years. And who knows if we're still compatible at that time. But that's the risk we take. Either way, it's a learning experience if you let it be. Let it mold you, let it teach you. Let that pain direct you, because you don't want to experience that pain again. But most importantly, what it will allow you to do is to be better at breakups, is how to deal with them better next time, rather than sitting there crying for too long, feeling sorry for yourself. Yeah, okay, there's a time and a place for that right after a relationship. Yeah, absolutely. Scream into the pillow, do you crying, whatever. But don't sit there for too long. And don't do all the bad things that I used to do, contacting them, begging, pleading, saying nasty things. So there is a way to break up, and it will make you better. So try and keep that in mind, that if you are going through a breakup right now, use it as a learning experience. Rebuild your foundations, just like the engineer that builds a building in a country that is earthquake prone. They come up with better designs so that earthquake no longer knocks that building down. It damages it, sure, but that building can deal with that situation far more effectively. So put yourself in a position now where you can deal with relationships more effectively, securely, maturely. And the same with a breakup. If you go through a breakup, you can deal with it correctly in the right way, and you yourself can move on correctly. That's all I've got for today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you on the other side.